Hi, my name is Olivia. I've landed just in time to catch another segment of Daily AI Prompts for Job Seekers with William Craig III. Today, Mr. Craig will be demonstrating another powerful prompt to help us use AI effectively in our job search. I can't wait to see what he's going to share with us. And the best part is, I can watch the replay on his LinkedIn profile or his YouTube channel at Get Up and Get a Job. Okay, fasten your seatbelts. Mr. Craig is about to take off.
And thank you so much, Olivia. Welcome back to those of you who have been following the series either in person or by watching the replays. I'm very appreciative. And a warm welcome if it's your first time joining. Look, this is Daily AI Prompts for Job Seekers, and I'm William Craig III, a professional career coach. I've got a clear mission for this series to help you move beyond overwhelm and into action. Fact is, there are people who put out resources with hundreds of AI prompts, and they're well-meaning, but too many prompts can actually be paralyzing. So instead, I've focused on giving you just one powerful, practical prompt each and every day. And the goal? To help you run your job search or job campaign with clarity, confidence, and strategy using AI as your assistant, not your replacement. People are afraid of that today. Look, from the very beginning, we laid the foundation for using AI tools to save time, uncover hidden opportunities, and improve each and every step of your job search. So today, as always, I'll be building on that momentum. If you've missed any of the segments, feel free to visit my LinkedIn profile, William W. Craig 3, or you can watch the replays on my YouTube channel called Get Up and Get a Job. So look, folks, this week we've been focusing on mentorship. Where can we get mentors and how can we get champions working on our behalf? And today, I've got something special for you. This one is one for the books. You definitely want to share this with someone, but more than that, I need you to do it for yourself, huh? Let's see. Got a comment. Daniel says, good afternoon, William and Job Campaigner team. Love it, love it, love it. Welcome to you, Daniel, as well. And look, I'm going to jump right in this because I've got a couple of things to share with you today. Yes, we're going to mix it up a little bit with something that I know is going to be of help to you in your job campaign. So let's take a look at our prompt, which says, using the attached crystal nose personality AI insights, the attached crystal nose insights, tailor Mary's next email to William Craig III for maximum rapport. All right, so let me tell you what this is all about. There is a platform that you can sign up for, join, utilize, engage with for free. FREE. Anybody like free other than me? Huh? You can utilize this program. It's called Crystal Nose, and it's a personality check or test. There's not really a test. I'll show you in just a moment, but it's going to show you the personality type that you're dealing with to show you how to best approach them. And that's what ChatGPT is going to help us with. All right. So the question would be, how would you like to know how to address, how to approach, how to sell, how to persuade someone that you are interested in working for, selling to, working with? So let's take a look here. I'm going to swap out and go to my results from my crystal nose assessment. So all I did was I put in my LinkedIn profile address into Crystal Nose. And as a result, Crystal Nose gave me a quick DISC assessment. And if you're not familiar with the DISC assessment, look it up. Don't have time to go through it here. But what this is going to do is it's going to show you things about my personality type. How cool is this? So let's take a look here at what it says. So William Craig III, Chief Training Officer at Global Workforce Trainers, LLC. William tends to learn quickly and trust intuition with strong creative and social skills. So that's just an overall summary of me. That's it right there. All right. End of story. No, wait, there's more. So, um, as you can see here, get my mouse. As you can see, there are several traits that it goes over as it relates to my personality. Now, we're looking here, let's scroll up a little bit. We're looking here at the map, and it shows on the map where I fall. But let's do this. Let's look at the disc. So my disc score for D is 25%. I is 28%, 25% on the S, and 22% on the C. So obviously, 28% is the highest number, and that means that I am a high I, which is a motivator. William tends to be an open minded, excitable idealist with a passion for finding new ways to solve problems. They are likely to enjoy meeting new people, brainstorming new ideas, and encouraging others. I mean, that is just so spot on. It's ridiculous. And again, all I did was I went in and I created my free account at Crystal Knows. I put in my LinkedIn profile, and it came back and gave me this. Now, I got to say this really quickly because I have long since been using DISC assessments as part of my, or I should say, I used to, as part of my application for a job. And I now use it as part of a presentation as it relates to working with a company or an organization. But when I was in the job hunt, if you will, the job campaign, I created a special handout that provided the potential employer with my DISC information, so that not only were they getting my resume, were they getting an application if that were the case, but they also got a copy of my DISC profile. So again, if you're not familiar with this, definitely look it up. But in this specific instance, you're able to get all this information for free. Now, you can do it for yourself, just as I did. And I did this for the benefit of Mary, who is going to be sending an email to me as a potential mentor. Okay. But let's go down a little bit because there's so much here. And again, don't want to spend a lot of time with this because I really want you to try this for yourself. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. But here we go. Crystal. The true value in Crystal is found in not just learning more about yourself, it's also in learning more about others. And then you would click here for find other profiles. And so that's what you would do if you know the individual that you're trying to, again, to sell, to persuade, someone that you might be working with, a potential employer that's going to be interviewing you. You can go in, click find other profiles, and you can get the profile address of the individual, simply copy, paste it right here into Crystal, and it will give you an assessment for that individual, just like it did for me. So let's go on down. So looking at my personality traits, it shows me where I fall as it relates to being risk tolerant or risk averse. And I'm right about down the middle on that one, leaning more to risk tolerant. Trusting, I'm more calm down. I'm more trusting than I am skeptical. I'm definitely more optimistic than I am pragmatic. And you can see the scale here. Deliberate. Let's see, more fast paced than I am deliberate. Expressive versus matter of fact. Oh, you're going to ask me a 10-second question. I'm going to give you a 2-minute answer. Very expressive. Collaborative, more than autonomous. Love working with people. But here we go. And then I'm right down the middle between dominant and supporting, because as a coach, there are times when I've got to say, hey, Daniel, here's what you've got to do. bottom line. Okay. Hey, Daniel, here's what I see. Here's what I believe that we may need to start to work on so that we can see the progress that you're looking for. And so I'm going to be supporting, but at times I'm going to have to say, hey, here's what we need to do to get it done. All right. Making hand motions while talking. You guys have seen me do it. All right. All throughout this series, sharing big, inspiring ideas. That's what this whole daily AI prompts for job seekers is all about. Sharing big, inspiring ideas, showing you that you can use AI to help you in your job campaign. And here's how. Here are all the various areas, including what we're doing today. Have a tendency to trust someone quickly, because I tend to think that I'm a good judge of character. However, people do lie. Yes, they do. And but once I figure it out, then we move forward from there. Trying to reduce or avoid structure and bureaucracy. Look, if we can find a better way, a faster way to get to the same results, then I'm all for it. Energizers, peer recognition, innovation, interesting ideas, social energy. These are all energizers for me. What are the things that drain me? When others nitpick details. This stuff that's going on in Congress right now just really gets on my nerves. I'm blaming both sides, okay? Um, Having ideas shut down. And when, in all fairness, when I look at having my ideas shut down, meaning that they're not taken seriously or seriously considered because someone already has a preconceived notion about what they want to do. Lack of creativity in an environment. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That just, as mother would say, that irks me. Okay. Let's find some way to be creative and then feeling stuck in the same place, which is, I guess, why I've chosen the career that I have. Strengths, my strengths, thinking of innovative ideas, presenting the big picture, looking for new, exciting opportunities, and rallying support for creative ideas. I'm not going to go through all of these. There's so much meat on these bones. Oh my gosh, there's so much we can go on down and you can see. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this information, and in fact, let's go back to our daily prompt. And what I've done is I've downloaded that information about me and attached it here. And now I've asked Chat, using the attached Crystal Knows insights, tailor Mary's next email to William Craig III for maximum rapport. So let's see what it comes up with. And again, this is probably one of the coolest segments that I've done so far. We've had some really cool segments, but this one really gets to the heart of the matter because you get to know how to address the folks that matter, the folks that you are trying to impress, the folks that you're trying to make an impact on. And so here we go. Got it. I've reviewed William Craig III's Crystal Knows profile. His personality type is motivator, which is the high I, personable, enthusiastic, and versatile with strong creative and social skills. That means Mary should be warm, upbeat, and people focused, not overly formal. You know, great to know that you know how to handle yourself and what the proper etiquette is, but at the same time, look, we're still people, and that's who I want to talk to. I want to talk to a person. As I said to someone yesterday, we don't hire paper, we hire people. So here we go. Mary's emailing me, she should show enthusiasm and positivity about the relationship, about the job, include some personal connection or recognition of Williams' creativity and leadership. Feed my ego, feed my ego. It's hungry. Be concise but energetic, avoiding too much detail or formality. We can get into that when we talk. End with a clear, collaborative call to action. Tell me what it is you want me to do. Tell me how I can help you. Here's a tailored draft for Mary's next email to William. Subject, excited to connect and collaborate. Hi, William. I've really enjoyed learning more about the inspiring work you're doing with global workforce trainers. Your energy and creativity truly stand out. I can already see how much impact your enthusiasm brings to the people and teams you serve. I'd love the chance to connect further and explore how I can support or add value to your mission, whether that's swapping ideas, sharing best practices, or collaborating on an upcoming initiative. I believe our conversation could spark some exciting opportunities. Would you be open to a quick call next week to chat? I'm confident we'll find common ground quickly, and I'm really looking forward to it. Warmly, Mary. Now, it goes on to say, would you like me to also create a shorter LinkedIn style message version of this email, 150 to 200 characters, so Mary can use it in connection requests or follow-ups? Now, I'm definitely going to give you a thumbs up. And really quickly here, we got a little time. I'm going to say yes. That would be great, because remember, we've already talked about the connection request and the power of it. And so now we're putting it on steroids, all right? Because we're using AI in a couple of ways to actually get to the heart of who this person is and addressing them in a way that they're more likely to be responsive. So let's see. Perfect. Here's a concise LinkedIn style version of the email tailored to Williams' motivator personality, warm, enthusiastic, people focused. Hi, William. I admire the creative energy you bring to your work at Global Workforce Trainers. I'd love to connect and explore ways we might collaborate. Would you like me to create 2 or 3 variations so Mary can choose the one that feels most natural for her outreach? And so, definitely going to give you a thumbs up on that. And I'm going to make a suggestion. Job as usual. And while I like what you said, I believe that you're really missing some of the important points that would make William more, what's the word that I want to use? That would make William really want to spend some time with Mary as it relates to her job campaign. So, remembering our 300 character limit, can you regenerate the last suggestion that you gave, but include a little bit more, if you will, meat on those bones? Now, chat already knows how I talk, so it knows I use those type of, let's see here. All right, yeah, there we go. Uh, there we are. All righty. This is so good. Got it. Thank you for clarifying. Since we're working with Williams' motivator profile, and a 300 character limit, we'll want the message to be warm and energetic, flattering, that's the word, but authentic, recognizing his impact, tied directly to Mary's job campaign goals so he sees the relevance. Yes, ending with a collaborative next step. Here's a stronger version with more meat on the bones. I love ChatGPT, really do. Hi, William. I admire the creative energy and real impact you bring global workforce trainers. As I navigate my job campaign, I'd love to learn from your experience and explore ways I might align my strengths with opportunities. Can we connect? Would you like me to create 2 additional variations so Mary has options that lean slightly more towards either mentorship or collaboration? Absolutely. And I'm going to leave that for each and every one of you. And please, 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 I want you to do these things. I want you to experiment. I want you to try. I want you to be innovative. All righty. Because this is how you stand out. Remember, for my company, we talk about helping you get hired by making your outstanding stand out. You've got to know that there are going to be other people that are applying for the same position or positions that you are, that have outstanding resumes. But you've got an outstanding resume, especially if you worked with me. But you've got outstanding skills. You've got outstanding experiences. We just have to find a way to make your outstanding stand out from the rest. All righty. And let me go ahead and put this in the comment. And it looks like we've got several comments as well. So here you go. For those of you who are joined by way of YouTube, you have today's prompt. So let's see what we've got here um, by way of comments. So TJ says, good morning all. Hey, TJ, glad you were able to make it. Daniel, thanks for sharing Crystal. I'll try out today to gain insights on how to express myself better. And again, it's expressing yourself as it relates to the person to whom you are expressing yourself. So this is when we talk about doing that research, finding out who is the person that you're going to be interviewing with. Who is the persons, right? If it's a panel. But also remember, we're reaching out to folks to find champions that can help us with the hidden job market. So as we do the things that we've already shared in previous prompts and identify who these people are, now you take their LinkedIn profile address, pop it into Crystal, and then put that into chat, and chat can show you how to address these people so that you have the greatest chance of getting them to be a champion, to be a mentor, to give you insight on the company that you're interested in, etc. All right, let's see what else we have. TJ, wow, this is nice. I have a disc assessment. Fantastic. Again, it does this for free for the people to whom you want to address. And definitely use your disc assessment. As you know, some of the positions that you apply for on those websites, on those portals, they ask if you want to include additional documents. By all means, include your disc. Is it going to show your strengths? Yes. Is it going to show some weaknesses, or as it's called here, blind spots? Yes, but that's okay, because at least now we get a well-rounded picture of the individual that we are considering. And this goes way beyond what a resume can do. They work in tandem, quite honestly. And I believe, again, because we're hiring people, that the DISC assessments, as well as many other assessments, okay, to be fair, but the DISC assessment is something that is a proven science. I mean, it nailed me to a T. All righty. One other, today's session was mind blowing. Hey, Daniel, thank you for sharing that. And I got to tell you, I'll be honest, as I was sitting down and putting this together, it was mind blowing to me because, again, looking at all of the progress that we have made with the various prompts over the weeks, to finally get to this point and say, okay, now that you're really ready, here's what you want to do so that you can, again, really put your best foot forward with the individuals with whom you are connecting. It truly is, in my opinion, a game changer. So I'm so glad that you find it mind-blowing, because as I lovingly say about, I geek out on this stuff. All right, this is why I got these huge bags under my eyes. You can't see because I got these glasses on, but yeah, I can see. It got folds. And anyway, look, I endeavor again to help you to get hired sooner rather than later. And yes, and today, even in today's crazy job market, because during the pandemic, we had goals, and we not only reached our goals, we exceeded our goals for the folks who got hired and the income that they were able to generate. And the pandemic was probably as bad as it gets. So let's take a look at what we're doing. And as my profile says, let's look at some innovative and creative ways that we can put ourselves out there that are different but not strange. With that, I'm going to look forward to seeing you all tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time. Have a wonderful rest of your day and stay safe in all you do. God bless everybody.
Wow, that was fantastic. I haven't been this excited to learn about something since I left basketball. Anyway, Mr. Craig did another great job of sharing an AI prompt that anyone can use in their job search. Be sure to join him every day, Monday through Friday at noon Eastern, on his LinkedIn profile or his YouTube channel called Get Up and Get a Job. You can watch the replays there as well. And while you're at it, share this information with someone you know who wants or needs a new job. I've got to run. My team needs me. But keep up the great work, Mr. Craig. You're providing a great service for the community. I'm going to tell all of my players about daily AI prompts for job seekers with William Craig III.